Punchline with Kelly Pellick and James Dominguez, and
we're on the punchline.
Good show today. Good month to talk about.
No, we need your head up there.
I know. I just feel cool.
Okay. So,
Hi, Alicia. Are you watching?
I'm not watching anything. It's not working for me. Oh, there it is. See, is the screen on for you?
Yes, it
How
is.
is the screen not working for me? What the fuck? Okay, get sick of this shit here. That's not the same. Alright, there we go. I was getting a little pissed here. So what do we got going on?
My headphones match my shirt.
My headphones match my shirt too. No, they don't.
They don't. Sorry, no.
You don't have a panda bear on your shirt, do you?
No, I don't.
That's right, you don't.
And that's right.
That's right, you don't have a panda on your shirt. So, we got a lot to talk about this week. Kovalev, shit in the bed.
Yep. B-ball.
B-ball. People shit on B-ball for winning.
Mikey, you tap back on.
We can tap back on Mikey. People shit on Mikey.
You know what I didn't get to see, but I kind of already had the idea of.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you watch it, the Birdo fight.
I did.
So.
Yeah, I did watch Berto. I wasn't impressed. I don't think Berto won the fight. I had Alexander winning 115, 114, I believe. I thought Alexander did just enough, but I don't know. You know, judges score things on different. You know, they look at things different than we do. You know, and so that's huge. What's up, Sergio Esteban? Who's that? Look great. Thanks, Sonny. I appreciate it. But yeah, I mean.
I think Viking Herm's in today.
Viking Herm did come in today. Last week he was out sailing and gallivanting and pillaging. He brought us back some sheep and some goats and things like that to film, which was pretty cool, you know. But yeah, man. So we have a few things we want to talk about. What do you want to start today? It's on you today. I always start. Oh, what did you guys think about the fights at Cabela? You know what? I didn't go to that. I'm not a big fan of tough man fights, so.
I had to go, kind of. You know what? I can see that the entertainment part of it, I really can.
Yeah.
But as far as the fights, I mean, there was guys in there that were like 240, and they looked like the type of guys at the bar that would sit there and start shit and walk in, you know,
Yeah.
with the
shirts.
Yeah, or with the sleeveless shirts, you know, and walk in. And boy, my God, it was pathetic. It was horrible.
Oh,
you know, you wouldn't even have to wait for him to get tired. That's how bad.
Well, you know the thing is this: if I want to sit around and watch a bunch of unskilled guys fight, I go hang out downtown and go to the bar. And
Yeah, but that's what it was. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, these are men that walk around like badasses, and none of them could fight.
Well, the thing is this: you get a bunch of these. You get a bunch of these guys, man. They come in. They come in here, and what's weird is these trainers in town. They take this shit serious. Like I even saw a post by one of these trainers here.
For the guys, for those that don't know what we're talking about, they had these fights. It was almost like a tough man / I don't know, just a bunch of guys who don't fight, box, get in the ring and go fight.
Yeah.
And that was actually my big ass now ain't trained in 6 years, okay, cardio wise. And I bet you that I could have went in there because there was 1 minute rounds. So the 3 rounds would equal just 1 round of pro boxing.
Yeah.
I bet you I could have went through that whole entire lineup of fighters easily.
I'm guaranteeing I would fuck those dudes up. But no, what I'm saying is, what's funny is these trainers, these legit, supposed to be legit trainers, they took this shit seriously. They got out made posts like best trainer in Ohio. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Best trainer in Ohio? You're not even the best trainer in your county.
Brian Clark said, hey, Viking Herm, the Clarks in New York or North Carolina are here.
Viking Herm misses the Clarks in North Carolina. He misses the pillaging and the sailing with the pirates. Vikings, pirates, they're all the same. We love booty and rum.
Fuck, he scared me.
What's up, Scott?
But go back to that. Yeah, so that's what it was. But you know, I could see the entertainment part of it.
I did.
And people got into it, and how they put that together was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah, no, and I see the value in it. I mean, intrinsically, I see the value in the
Sure, I
show.
guess the Showtime.
But, I mean, people love that shit. Well, of course they're in it. But did you see it televised?
It was pay-per-view. Yeah. So, and I seen a kid from Camel, police officer, got fired because of doing, you know, they follow him around with the camera and everything else, and so I mean, it caused some shit for certain people, but then again, it comes down to the person too.
It does.
But let's go on to the fights.
Let's start with Kovalev.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Again, you know, Kovalev, we heard from some inside people that Kovalev didn't train as hard as he should have.
We did. We heard from a couple of the coaches.
As I was saying too, you know, he got beat. He got caught with a good shot.
He did.
We don't know how his conditioning would have held up when he was turning the fight in the middle rounds. I had him ahead.
I had 59, 55, I believe.
Yeah.
But
So Kovalev could fight. That's why I go back on it. Like, if the guy trained and did what he was supposed to, fucking tough guy to beat.
what was he fighting on? He was fighting on instinct and experience. You know what I mean? That was carrying him because it wasn't.
So I called you after that.
Yeah.
And I seen that coming, you know, like Kovalev could get lazy with that left hand and drop you. And then when he did that, I go right before he got caught with that, I was like, all that kid's got to do is stand a jab to the body or the chest and fire the right hand, and he's gonna fucking catch it over.
Scott said the audio sounds jacked up. I don't know. But the thing is this.
We're getting new stuff in.
We got new equipment, guys. We're just trying to get the bugs out of it. Also, Sergio says Alvarez looked like a beast. Alvarez, in fact, did not look like a beast to me in that fight. He was getting beat every round until he hit the knockout. And this is a guy that should not have been able to knock you out. This guy has 4 knuckles damaged in his hand that were smashed, and he's about a 46% knockout puncher. He should not be able to knock somebody out like that. So he wasn't a beast. In fact, I've said it myself, I don't know, I think Kelly disagrees with me, but I think Bivol is a classy division. I think Bivol beats Volstick and he beats Peter off.
After watching Bivol fight, I think that he showed me that he is the top of that weight class.
Oh, you changed your mind?
After watching that and then watching, obviously, Kovalev get beat the way he did, Alvarez, I don't think beat Bivol. I think Bivol is the top guy in that weight class.
Sergio said, missed by 2 inches and have broken his jaw. Yeah, but if my sister had a dick, she'd be my brother. Yes.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle.
If, you know what I mean?
Over there on the corner.
That's what I'm saying, if. So, I mean, we can do that all day. But the simple fact is Alvarez was not a world beater in that fight.
So that's what I'm saying. So just because Alvarez beat Kovalev, I don't think that he could beat Bivol either. So Bivol to me right now is in the division. And I put, what's his name?
Bivol.
Yeah, I put him second.
Well, the thing is with Volstick, I love Volstick myself, but he has the same training camp as Kovalev. And and I'm going to say it right up, we know how we feel about that camp. We love that camp. But there's a lot of inexperience in that camp and a lot of headbutting in that camp. I mean, I'm not going to go into detail, guys, but there's a lot of headbutting, a lot of inexperience in that camp. You have trainers that shouldn't be trainers, and you have people that aren't training that should be training. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't listen to the strength and conditioning guys who by all means, I'm going to say it, Cecilio Flores is one of the best strength and conditioning coaches in the world.
We may be having on a show next week.
Yeah, we might be happy. Did you talk to him?
No.
Okay. Well,
but we got a week.
Yeah. But
Cecilio was the homeboy, so.
Yeah, but Cecilio, and I'm not saying it because he's a friend of ours, but he is. Look what he does for Lomachenko.
But
look how Lomachenko looks with Cecilio.
Exactly, and even though he's our homeboy, I mean.
And look how Mikey has looked all through the featherweight division with him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And who else? Maidana. He got Maidana ready for Mayweather 1.
He trains a lot of guys.
He trains everybody.
Wow. You got to think about all the prospects. Those are just champions that we're throwing out there.
Oh yeah.
All the prospects that he's got, you know.
They said thoughts on Beateroff. I think he's a great fighter. I think he needs to fight more. It's so hard. From what I've seen, the guy can punch. The guy definitely can punch, and he's good. But it's hard for me to say anything because he fights 1 year, every 1.5 years. Everybody else is fighting 3 or 4 times a year. This guy's fighting 1 year. I don't know if it's management problems. I don't know if it's his own, if his vagina hurts. I don't know what's going on, but he's not fighting. If he's not fighting, he's not in the conversation.
Exactly. I go going back on the Thurman. That's one that I want to talk about too.
Hey,
How the fuck is
it's your
he still
show, Kelly.
No, I know, but I was just thinking about, like, the other day I was sitting there going, how can you be relevant still, or how can you talk about him fighting against champions?
Yeah.
And he fought in how long now? 2 years?
Right. Hey, Viking Herm, what do you do when a Viking doesn't go out and pillage and they just sit on their ass? What do you guys do with those guys who don't show up and do anything? It takes 2 years or 3 years to compete.
It would be a waste to beat up a perfectly good tree, so we have to resort to other things to hit.
Now, you know, the Viking Herm fight though. I mean, if this is and you know, Kelly, you know more than anybody in this world. Viking is a whatever. Oh, boxing is a what have you done for me lately? If you're not doing something in the sport, you're wasting your time.
Exactly.
You're not relevant anymore.
And that's how I feel about the Thurman situation.
Yes, exactly. And I think right now Thurman's not relevant. He's not. He shouldn't be. They put him in discussion. It's a waste of time. Discussing him.
You got top guys, okay, that's kind of going back, we were talking about that before with the mob when it was controlled boxing. You got guys who are fighting right now, contenders, and guys that can fight their asses off, that are being held up in the rankings and everything else and getting shots because of what Thurman's doing.
Yes, it's true.
It's tying up to the division.
He is, and they're holding belts hostage, you know?
Exactly.
Stephen Kennedy said Kovalev dropped that left. He did drop the left, but that came down to conditioning. People that are conditioned normally don't drop their left, and they don't suck wind after the 3rd round.
Yeah, but you could still get lazy. I mean, in this case, I do believe that it was more of the being tired.
Did you see him in the...
But he, dropped that. Even when you're tired, you still should keep that up. But I think it's both. I mean, I think he was fading a little bit, and I also think that he was just getting lazy with that. He got comfortable.
Damon says, bros, are there any PBC fighters in the stable actually relevant? You know, I would like to think so. I think, isn't Farmer a PBC guy? Farmer, they're talking about Farmer and Gervonta Davis. You know, Farmer's a good boxer. I'll put that up. He's a fucking good boxer. There's upside. But calling out Gervonta Davis is fucking stupid. Gervonta Davis will hurt that kid. I'm just going to say straight up. Gervonta's another level fighter.
He is. But Gervonta ain't the level to face a guy like Lomachenko yet either.
No, but he is a level above Tevin Farmer.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis will knock Tevin Farmer's eyes straight. Fucking cockeyed motherfucker. Let's go to his card. No, PBC right now, you know, people love Al Heyman. They just love Al Heyman. Al Heyman pays the best, but what meaningful fights is Al Heyman getting these people? He's paying well. Of course he is. But what meaningful fights are they getting? Right now, it seems to me, Top Rank and Golden Boy are the ones leading this charge.
Yep. How about the B-ball fight?
Fuck. Where do you start? I've seen a lot of guys shit on B-ball about not being able to knock Chilembel out. Chilembel's a tough fucking guy. Big-headed, tough guy. He just doesn't get knocked out very easily, you know? And I think I don't know, what do you think? I think B-ball was a lack of experience there. I think he showed that he's young.
I think B-ball looked very sharp, especially the first half of the fight. But against the guy that he fought, those are the type guys, they're journeymen, kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
If you look that dominant in the first half of the fight, I think that you have to do something even more in the second half of the fight.
Yeah.
And actually, I gave, what's his name?
Chilemba.
I gave him actually like they could have argued 3 rounds in the second half of the fight.
I can see that.
So I just think, if you're going to want to I give him the respect.
Yeah.
I truly do.
But,
and even if you don't give him the respect, you have to have him top guy, one of the top 2 guys of the division. But I think that you have to step on the gas in the second half of the fight in a situation like that. You cannot look worse than you did in the first half, because then you'll start getting people saying like, well, does he have the conditioning to go hard 12 rounds, or you start getting that out there. So you got to make that statement with a guy like that.
Well, I mean, he kept Chilamba at single digits the whole night, and he hit him with everything. He hit him everything but the ring. He hit him with everything but a Buick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The guy's not going. He's not going. And to keep a guy like Chilamba at single digits, averaging 5 punches.
B-Ball's defense is one of the better that I've seen. But I know what you're saying. Listen, from being a fighter, I understand shit changing. You got an experienced guy in there. But also when you're a top guy like B-Ball.
But he's not. Well, there are people saying that, but he's green as fuck.
Yeah, but you're able to do that the first half of the fight and look that sharp.
Yeah.
I get what I'm saying. People are going to say what happened in the second half. That you actually losing rounds. Not even just beating them, but you're losing. You know, you can lose some of them rounds.
I think Punchline said about Eddie Herm. Eddie Herm's irrelevant right now, other than Joshua and Kell Brook, and all he's doing is making a lot of noise in the United States. Nobody's staying with the motherfucker.
Sergio says Roy Jones did a good job training Chilamba on what? Like
what did Roy Jones do good to?
Not having him get knocked out.
Having him get hit with everything but a Buick in the parking lot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, the guy
Roy
didn't do
Jones, Chilamba looked just as good with his last trainer. What are your thoughts on Fury Wilder? You know, I think I got Wilder winning that fight. I don't think Fury. I think Fury's a good boxer, but I think Fury has a lot of demons outside the ring and Fury doesn't hit that fucking hard.
The thing with Fury is he's taller than them guys too. Wilder, guys like that, Joshua, they very rarely fight somebody taller than them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're never going to not only fight somebody at their height, but they're going to fight somebody 2 inches taller than them, 3 inches taller than them. I think he poses a threat. Plus, Fury got an awkward style.
He is. He's a boxer, man.
Exactly. He's up and down. You talk about somebody using their height. He does. He's awkward. I see that he can still cause problems for Wilder.
Oh, of course, but he doesn't have that big advantage. He doesn't have that huge height advantage everyone else.
He don't have the power, like a lot of power. I think if he was more active and didn't have that big break, I think that I would pick Fury in that fight.
Well,
honest with you.
I can see that, and also, but I think Fury spent most of his camp cutting weight because he boxed at 290, 300. Yeah. You know, and then.
But if I had to pick when they fight, yeah, I'm going with Wilder too.
Damon says, "What do you think of B-Ball beating everyone?" And I think he beats everybody in the division.
After Saturday night, I agree. It'd be a tough fight though.
I like when B-Ball met you. That was great. He's fucking mean. We met B-Ball. When was that? When did we meet him?
I was going to ask you that.
Was it December?
Yeah, I think it was.
We met him in December. We met B-Ball, and we were at the Philadelphia, right? Was the Pennsylvania Hotel?
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Hotel, and we were in the restaurant, and we saw B-Ball walk in. Well, our good buddy Roger Romo introduced Kelly and B-Ball and me to B-Ball. Anyway, B-Ball looks at Kelly and goes, "That's Kelly Public?" He goes, "He's fucking big." That was great.
We were in so many different places. We were in New York so much.
Yeah, we were
putting them together. The only reason I don't think it was a December fight because my brother came with us to that, and I don't remember him being there.
He wasn't there for that one. It was when we brought the kids. And
December. Yeah, he was there for that.
Oh, then he was there. He just wasn't with us that morning. Too soon for Fury? How's it too soon for Fury? Fury's been around for a long time. He's a world champion.
Yeah, and it's the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
We're talking about.
If anybody, it'd be too soon for Wilder. He just hasn't settled down yet. Esteban says B-Ball might be able to rely on his boxing skills when he needs, when he knows the KOs are coming. They may make him most dynamic light heavyweight. Defense on point to holds fights to signal digital landing per round. Yeah.
His defense is on point.
See, that's what gets me. Guys, what about the WBA sanctioned fight for Manuel Charr that hasn't fought in 4 years or ranked over Miller? Yeah, I have no idea who Manuel Charr is. The WBA, and I'm going to say it, the WBA of all the sanctioned bodies is the probably pretty shadiest. You know, you'll see.
I never dealt with them, so I can't state that.
You have 15 or 20 fucking belts in the division. You know what I mean? There's 15 or 20 welterweight champions right now. I mean, literally. There's a WBA.
Well, the WBA, they came out with, the Intercontinental, the Americas.
The Pico Box, WBA,
Or, like the Tri-County.
The Tri-County Banana Boat welterweight championship of the world,
Look at her. Why do you keep staring at me like this? Why is this?
Viking Herm just cannot get over the fact how much he missed both of you. There was a lot of pillaging and chilling, but there wasn't a lot of Dominguez and Pavliking.
True. We miss Viking.
We're going to ask you, a little later in the show how your vacation was.
I would be more than happy.
We'll ask you later how your vacation was.
I would be more than happy to share that with you, Mr. Pavlik.
Later.
Broner versus Lipinets, the fun fight. Yeah, I think you're going to see Broner and what's the kid's name from Garcia Camp, the Olympian. I think you end up seeing that. I think they're already talking that right now.
I was arguing with Viking Herm.
Yeah.
Is Viking Herm ranked by WBA? No, but I heard that he's approaching the top 10.
He is. They're offering him the Viking heavyweight championship of the world.
There's only one contender. Spoiler alert, it's me.
Ivkar says, Fury has been out of for 2 years. I don't believe he's mentally or physically ready for someone like he has fought once, he's coming back, and a cruiserweight. It's not ideal to fight a dangerous fighter like Wilder yet.
Let me answer that one. Going on that again, okay, Wilder's a good fighter. But to me, in my opinion, I don't think the heavyweight division is that good where he can't, coming in at 6'9", where he still can't pose a threat to these guys or win a fight. It's not out of the question. I understand. Is it fair that he can jump right back in after being off 2 years? Kind of, because there's nobody really in the heavyweight division right now worth mentioning other than Wilder and Joshua.
Well, I think everybody likes to make excuses for fighters, why they can't do something, or why they can, or why they can't. It's, they're fans, so they want to make an excuse for certain fighters,
All right, we got a YouTube question, a comment.
It's older. I was behind. So.
Don't read it?
No, you can read it. It was just a couple.
From Steve Z. Portland Love fight was pretty bad. Both guys lose to two top 10, 168 guys, in my opinion. Cove Alvarez fight was a great fight. Ebbs and flows, and Cove made one mistake and paid. Unfortunately for him, it happens.
It does. Absolutely. It does. And I both think that fight looked terrible too. And I believe Jay Leon, I think they
did. He didn't make the one mistake. Yeah. He made that mistake the last 2 rounds of the fight.
Yeah. Well, I think I honestly believe though that the money team needs to get their shit together. I mean, they're bringing just garbage, just fucking garbage from them. You know what I mean? And they keep signing garbage. You keep signing garbage, you're gonna get garbage every fucking time. There was a good question by Damon. Andre Ward's tournament run. Remember the tournament he did?
Yeah.
At 168, was it better than Usyk's tournament run at 175? I'm going to say Andre Ward fought killers, man. It was a better tournament. He did way better than Usyk. I mean, is it really an argument? Who was Andre Ward? He beat Durrell. He beat Carl Froch. Abraham.
He beat all.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he beat one killer after another. Half the guys Usyk fought, I didn't know.
He beat Kessler.
Yes.
Kessler.
But half the guys that Usyk fought, I didn't know who the fuck they were. Did you? So no, I mean, if there's even an argument, and I love Usyk. I mean, we know Usyk.
I mean, you got to go back. That's why Ward. It wasn't even an arguable situation or anything. Nobody had a case to say that he was not number 1 pound for pound. And how long did he hold that pound for pound spot?
Yes, and Usyk's tournament was at cruiserweight. It wasn't at 75. It was at 200. But yeah, it was not it. I think that Super 6 was the best. You had an offer for that, didn't you? Super 6.
Yeah, unfortunately, we were still fighting middleweight.
Yeah.
And never decided to make that jump. Well, we did.
What was it, $1 million prize?
I think so. Yeah. I think you were locked in with.
You could have picked a $2 million up on that one, huh? Mm-hmm. You and Andre Ward would have had to fight that one out.
Nice.
Yeah, you wanted to fight him anyway.
We were supposed to fight.
Yeah, but he had his shoulder went out.
Shoulder injury, and there was no more fights out there, and I was about done.
Yeah. But yeah, I think for anybody to argue Usyk's tournament was better than Ward, either they're biased or they're fucking stupid. You know what I mean? There is no in between there. What class would Kelly be now? Oh, he's a motherfucking heavyweight.
What do you think, Matt?
225?
You follow boxing. What the fuck you think, homie?
Who?
Oh.
Kelly's 225. He'd be a heavyweight.
That's what I'm asking. Well, you said 225.
Are you 225?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Oh, I just thought you got 225.
Approaching the 240 mark.
Kelly via Cruz. No, that was 30 pounds ago.
I mean, if I was to make a comeback, that would probably be the way I would go to. 178.
Yeah, he had the Victor Conte shoulder injury. You know, I'm not going to say that about Andre Ward. I don't know the facts if he was doing steroids or not. I'm not even going to say that. They said, Julie made a comment that he had a Victor Conte shoulder injury. Victor Conte was the Balco guy.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say that about Andre Ward. There's no proof of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. There was nothing that gave. He didn't give no signs.
That motherfucker didn't look ripped enough to fucking. Pavic Ward would have been nice. They would have put a lot of money in the account, I'm sure.
Yep.
What would you think the purse on that would have been? At
that point, because Ward, believe it or not, though, wasn't.
He wasn't, but he was a world champion.
Yeah, I would probably say a 2.5.
3. Yeah. That'd have been a nice day, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You could have got up the next day.
When has that ever been a bad day?
I wouldn't know. I've never had a day like that. I've never had a day. Viking Herm, what's it like when you wake up with a lot of bounty and treasure and shit the next day?
I'll tell you what a good day is for Viking Herm is when he didn't have to use his AK.
Yeah, Stephen, we did talk about it, but we'll talk about it some more for you. We'll talk about Kovalev and Bivol. Right now, I think Kovalev needs to make a lot of changes.
You think he's going to fight again?
I really don't. We even had coaches in their camp. I'm not going to put him out there, but they said he's done. They said that his ego wants him to come back, and you know what his ego's like. He's a fucking asshole.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a fucking asshole. I've met Kovalev. I was in his camp for Ward 1. He's a fucking asshole. You won't. I don't see him come back. If I do, it's going to be with the same trainers because Kovalev believes every mistake will be his trainer's, not his. It didn't work with John David Jackson, and it's not going to work with Marcos. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
What really was Marcos? I don't know. But he's working.
I know where you were going with that.
No, but was he working with the Russian, that Russian guy too? Wasn't working with him. You know, a guy named Kovalev, he needs discipline. He needs a discipline camp. And so, he's used to pushing people around. He's a fucking bully. You know what I mean? And when
His car said something. Father Time has caught up with Kovalev. You know, I mean, we're over here saying that you don't train. That is a great possibility also. But, you know, Father Time too, everybody's different.
Sergio Kovalev had a lot of wear and tear from the national team. What the fuck? Bivol was on the national team, and you don't see him with wear and tear.
They actually had a big thing on that.
He wasn't
a
great amateur, no.
They didn't have that much amateur experience.
He lost
that he had actually proven his
He lost
sparring.
like 28 fights.
Yeah, he went to a guy in the United States. What trainer was that they said? And then he had learned, he had watched him sparring.
Yeah.
He didn't know if he had enough power.
But he said the Russian national. Bivol was on, you know what, Lomachenko was on the Ukrainian national team in Russia. That's not an excuse.
Okay, let's get to YouTube real quick.
About 396 fucking fights, man, and he wasn't burned out. And no, you know what? Here, let me say this. What burned Kovalev out? I'm going to say straight up. It's fucking drinking a gallon of alcohol, smoking a carton of Marlboros at one time. I know from experience. Because I was in his SUV at Ward 1, me and one of his coaches were getting his equipment out
There
there.
ain't no motherfuckers going to let James in their camp.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care about that count. Listen, what I'm saying is, I grabbed his equipment out there. There was a carton of Marlboros and a fucking half a gallon of vodka in that motherfucker. You ain't gonna tell. And he came to the camp. He came to the camp at 2:30. Do you know what I mean?
Russian. Okay, YouTube comment. Richard Fowler said, Dylan White is worth mentioning.
Who?
Dylan White.
Yeah, Dylan White definitely is.
And then we got a YouTube comment. Steve Z goes, agreed. White and Big Baby are tough fights for either Joshua or Wilder. Big Baby, that's my dude.
Delilah said, I'm having a hard time focusing on too many guns on this table. Fact. If Bidorf beat Cove in the amateurs, how would the fight play out? I think right now, Bidorf beats him. But we don't know. I mean, we don't know. Bidulov don't fight. Kovalev shouldn't fight. What's up?
That's a good. I mean, that'll be a good fight to see, though. Still, I mean, if Kovalev is going to fight again, I don't think he needs to go back to anything less than a guy like Gary.
I agree. But they said, what's up, Bidulov? You know, it could be management issues, it could be training issues, it could be injuries. We don't know. You know, a guy to ask would be John Scobie. He trained him. I mean, he would know better than we would. David says he was a straight up dick in New York. He also looked like he was up to no good. And you know what? You're exactly right. We walked Kovalev. Now this is a guy I've probably seen 24 times. I've even talked to him. And when I saw him in New York, he acted like a fucking dick. Like I stole money from him. You know what I mean? And he was really disrespectful. And like I said, who is Spencer? Oh, Joey Spencer. Okay, I got you. I thought, oh yeah, okay, Joey Spencer. Yes, Joey Spencer is good. And you know, that's one thing about this. That's one thing about these young.
Good. Now you say that joke.
Yeah, if I activate Turkey from the rear with yourself, I'm gonna ignore his question because he's a moron.
It's funny though.
Yeah,
I
but
got it still as your. Oh, you see it? That's fucking funny.
Tracy said, you know, a lot of these young guys now. Do you remember when boxing came around? The young guys, it took a while to develop. It's so weird that these young guys now just coming in and making a mark early on. They really are. And I don't know if it's the state of the game.
I know, that's what I was going to say. It's changed a lot, though.
Yeah.
I know that's funny. I was just thinking about that, too. Like, I was thinking about Cameron today, Cameron Duncan.
Yes.
And I was like, man, I wonder if he's involved still, if he got any fighters.
A lot of medical issues, right?
Yeah, you know, but how he's dealing with it, or how, you know, how Cameron brought me up and a lot of other guys. Because of that reasoning, what you're saying is totally different. Thank you.
Thank you. Usyk versus Porter, or Danny Garcia versus Porter. I got Porter on Danny Garcia.
I do too.
I think Porter stops Garcia.
I was going to say that. I mean, I don't want to say that, but at the same time, I do. I think a late round stoppage.
Let's be fair on this. Danny Garcia, when he fought Brandon Rios, did not look good. He threw a shot in the dark and he landed that shot in the dark. It was like a brick in a dark alley. Brandon didn't see it coming. Brandon, I thought, for all intents and purposes, was in that fight.
He was. Do I think Rios is going to turn it around and win? No. But I think it was a good fight that Rios won a good round around.
And I think Porter is just a little more dangerous. I mean, what they don't realize is
Porter's a lot more dangerous.
Oh, yeah, but Porter's a big fucking kid. He's not a welterweight. He's a super middleweight in a welterweight body.
He's a big kid that is in great shape, and he's got good speed.
Car, if you believe that, take it to the bet line. Take it to the bet line. Bam Bam is punch drunk. Okay, Sergio, and then that should even lead more to the fact that Danny Garcia should have finished that fight a hell of a lot earlier if Bam Bam was so punch drunk.
Not with a lucky shot.
Not with a fucking lucky shot.
You know, we all know, I mean, I hate to say lucky because it was a clean shot, but he didn't do it the entire fight. I don't even think he hurt Rios in that fight. So I mean, nobody expected that. Nobody can sit there and say, oh, you know what, we called that round and we expected that.
Danny handled Rios, Steven, really? Did you? How many? I don't know, man. I don't see him. He didn't handle nobody. He was getting caught and beat up, too. Julian said, hey, Jeremy Williams, the small heavyweight from Long Beach, and coach will kind of still train. I don't know what Jeremy's been up to. I've always liked Jeremy Williams. He's just a hard-punching guy and worked hard. I like Jeremy. Danny versus Porter should be a slobber knocker.
I think for a little bit you might see it. Danny, you know, to me that's another thing. Danny don't really throw too many punches around.
He's not gonna.
I don't see. I mean, I see for a little bit him having no choice but to fight hard and try to get Porter off of him. And I think that little spurts that can make the fight exciting. But I see just down the stretch, Porter overwhelming.
I think Porter's just too physical. Yeah. Brandon is pushing Danny back. What do you think a guy like Porter's going to do?
Exactly.
Nietes, yeah, Nietes is fucking good, man. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. But watch the fight again, Steven. See if Danny didn't take punches that he should have took in that fight. for Danny just supposed to be dominating Brandon, like they all said. Brandon won quite a few rounds in that fight.
Nobody expected that.
Nobody did.
Nobody can sit there and say, "Oh, you know what?"
Danny Garcia didn't expect that fucking punch. He just threw it because he
Look what I
landed.
found.
Wait a minute. He landed the right hand. How many times did he do shit, right? And then all of a sudden he throws it in the ninth and lands it and fucking puts him out. Come on, man.
Do we want to tap into what we may be doing here in a few minutes?
No, we'll get there. Okay. No. Cool with Gar. No, but like I said, guys, I don't know. I don't know.
Thanks,
Well,
Edgar. We appreciate it.
We do got another fight coming. We got Brandon Rios and Victor Ortiz. I mean, for most boxing fans, they're gonna laugh about this fight. But listen to this. This is a real grudge match. This isn't some bullshit fucking grudge match that you see on TV that they invented to sell tickets. These guys literally are from the same town in Kansas. They fucking hate each other. And they were best friends at one time. And, you know, there's been a lot of bad blood over the years between them. I think that you're going to see, if there's anything left in both of them.
You might see a bigger fight at the press conference or the weigh-in.
Yes.
And I think these guys want knuckle on knuckle.
Yeah, if there's anything left, they're going to leave it for this fight. You know, because I think it probably both their last fight, or at least
it should be.
Yeah. There's still a chance for Porter, and there is. And like I said, if. And there's still a big chance for Danny to get manhandled around the ring like a fucking like a puppet, man. Get over here, bitch. Porter manhandles you. He just don't beat you up physically. He beats you up mentally because he's pushing you back with elbows, his head, his fucking body.
What I say is this with Porter style. If you're the opponent fighting Porter, you got to know that you got to train your ass off because you're going to be in a half wrestling match. Then you're going to be into, trying to work on defense. You might as well, at 147, you might as well work on sparring off the ropes. You know what I mean?
Sparring light heavyweights.
Yeah, you got to. It's just a tough, going into that fight, it's not like, you know what, I think I have a chance to catch him early.
Yeah.
Or this. It's like, damn, I got fucking 36 minutes of fucking
hell. We just said,
that's what it is.
It says, so Berto is gifted a decision. Where does he go now? Gatekeeper champion? Well, I think the days of seeing Andre Berto as a world champion is long past. The day of Andre Berto, he doesn't fight for the money because he doesn't need it. The guy does great things with his money. He's always had invested wisely. He's a smart guy. But, it's hard to tell any boxer it's time to hang it up. You can't, it's not. And I said this in a thread the other day.
We could think that, but
Exactly. But I said it before in certain threads. I said this. Just because you have a Showtime or HBO subscription does not give you the right to tell a fighter what to do with his career. You are a cocksucker if you tell a fighter that he needs to retire. That's none of your fucking business. I have never seen Brandon Rios get on your UPS truck and tell you need to hang it up because you're slow as fuck on the boxes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come to Best Buy.
Go to Best Buy.
Cashier. Hey, you know what? I think you hit way too many buttons on that machine today.
Yeah. I've never
in the
seen.
last 2 years, I think you should, retire.
I've never seen Berto come and slap a cock at somebody's mouth and say that's enough. You know what I mean? But I think fans and journalists and media, I'm not just and people like us. I think we tend to get on our soapbox and we tend to know what's better for somebody else, and we don't. We don't know. If that man wants to get brain damage, he wants to be punched up. He's earning a fucking paycheck. He's earning a paycheck, right? He's supporting his
Good
family.
money. You want to make it? He's just not making a paycheck.
No.
He's making what the person coming down on him and talking shit to him about retiring. He's making 10 years worth of their salary.
He's earning a paycheck the old-fashioned way. And what can you say about that?
And you know what? And they watch too.
And they watch. But then they think they get the right to call a fighter a pussy,
a
bum, a tomato can, washed up, he needs to retire. A piece of shit, I could kick his ass, even though you weren't MMA night.
Going back to that, you don't see the fucking fighter sitting at home or going to the guy's fucking work, pulling up a lounge chair and watching him work. Yeah. Right? So,
Right? But,
shit irritates me, man.
You see that constantly. And you know what? I've caught myself.
You don't see HBO filming them at work.
No.
So you don't see them talking about this guy.
I've never seen HBO at work filming somebody make rubber dildos. You know what I mean? But you know what? I'm gonna.
Not 2 scoops or 1 scoop.
Whatever. But you know the one thing is this. I have been guilty of it myself. I see somebody fight and say, that motherfucker sucks. And then I gotta realize, hey, that motherfucker sucks. Probably knock me the fuck out. You know, I mean, hey, let's just be fair. But I think that just because people have an ESPN subscription and I pay my $5 a month for ESPN, or I pay my $11.99 for HBO, I can say what the fuck I want. No, you're an asshole.
That's something, you know, I'd like to get into that one day, just to spend the whole fucking day, the whole show on that. Like, going into when we were talking about like how the people on the outside of the sport, how they treat athletes or what they think athletes are supposed to be doing. And that's really irritates me. But we'll save that for another show.
No, you know, I like this. This is a fucking great show to talk about this.
Well, let's do it.
I love this. Here's what I love, Kelly. These I'm gonna throw you on this town. These motherfuckers in this town will go out of their way to shit on you. Not everybody. You got people loving you, but you got people that will shit on you. They will look at you in the face. They will have you buy them lunch or buy them drinks or whatever, right? And then at the end they'll say, yeah, that fucking Kelly's fucking drunk. Or that fucking Kelly's a piece of shit. After you have fed these motherfuckers, you feed their fucking ugly kids, you feed their fucking ugly wives.
Well, the best one is too, though. You know, like I say, I go to he was at the bar. Well, what the fuck was you doing there? You know what I mean? Like, if anything, and I don't ever think I'm goody two shoes. I don't, but I'm just being realistic. Like, hey, if anybody's got the right to fucking be there, it's me, the retired one, or the one who just made a $4 million paycheck. And the thing is, like, people condone being average.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you know, sit there, I'll be like, you know what, you're working your fucking week's paycheck. You know, you're spending that at a fucking bar or something stupid. And that goes money for a kid's vacation or whatever the fuck. What gives you the right to be here? I have the right. If I wanted to do a handstand with the nozzle up my asshole, the kegerator, well, I mean, it just irritates the hell out of me with that shit. Like, if anybody has the right there, it should be the athlete who fucking works his ass off and everything else. What are you doing?
Look at that. I've been jerking on. No, Delilah Ponce Rico, who is actually one of the biggest advocates for amateur boxing, USA boxing that you'll ever find. She was a team manager of the 2012 Olympic team. She made a great comment. Believe it or not, people say that to amateur boxers. People think they have rights into other folks' fights, and it's true. Just because you support these fights and attend these fights, don't give you the right to be a fucking asshole.
Okay, but here's another one that I really want to touch on that's been bothering. It happened to me, and I'm speaking on behalf of other athletes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You had somebody one time mentioned, like, well, you should give back. You owe.
What do you owe anybody? You don't owe any fucking shit.
Listen. Now, I'm not going to get in because all my charity events and what I gave back, I kept under the radar because I think publicizing it makes me look like I'm trying to get attention and, you know, a good light.
Yeah.
So I did it out of my kind because I want to. I literally want to, you know what I mean? And I've put on numerous golf outings.
Well, aren't you doing a golf outing for the VA?
Next year, yes. So we're just going to leave it at that. I have it, okay? But to tell, especially a pro boxer, my thing, or any athlete, okay, and I got into this with a guy, Jeff, and, you know, he kind of agreed. First of all, athletes, I would say 98% of professional athletes come from poverty.
Yes.
Coming up. And there ain't nobody there when these kids are walking to the school, the gymnasium, the gym. Nobody's giving these kids a ride. Nobody's feeding them. Nobody's helping them out. Nobody's running the 5 miles.
Nobody gave me shit outside.
Exactly. Nobody's starving themselves to make weight. Nobody's doing that with them. Nobody's in the ring saying, all right, you took 3 punches here, I'll take 2 to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Nobody's fucking doing that. Okay? And entertainment, whether it be music, play, drama, or an athlete, their jobs are to perform and entertain. A fan buys the tickets to watch. It's the way it's been since sports been out in the industry, okay?
Yeah.
So they say, well, they give you millions of dollars. They put the money in these athletes' pockets. Well, on the flip side of it, these athletes also bring 100,000 people to an arena. They bring families together to watch and cheer on because people know every bit as much that they want to put the money in their pockets because they enjoy watching. These athletes bring that people together. And you know, so an athlete don't really owe shit. Like, Do I agree that if you are in a limelight and you got millions of dollars that you should do something with charity? Fuck yeah. But at the same time, if everybody took $4 out of their fucking paycheck or $5 and donated it to charity, this world would be a better place also. But you don't see anybody saying that. You don't see anybody saying, hey, you made $500 this week. Why don't you take $10 and donate that?
Esteban has a good.
Well, I know, but I'm on the heated point.
Sorry.
But why is that the case? Why does somebody that, when nobody was there for them, helping them, nobody. See, other people that have jobs, they got co-workers and fucking people helping them. You know? That just really irritates me. Like, actually, what you do when you do that is you take the fun away from that athlete who donates to charity and gives back. You take that fun away and you make them feel like they have to. You know?
Well, I think it's sad that you donated. I mean, I'm just going to put out, I don't give a fuck. You know, you donated literally hundreds of thousands of dollars in your career, right? And people still expect more and fucking more and raise fucking God knows how much. But I remember you cutting checks, you know, and not just charity, but to your friends that need help.
Exactly. I mean, that's the whole thing.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I remember a time when I first moved out here. When I first moved out here, and I spent everything moving out here. I remember you cutting me a check. Yeah. So far, man, you don't owe nobody shit.
Yeah, but then not just defending other athletes too.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't get that.
Esteban has a good question. Do you think the casual fan has more influence and power in boxing as opposed to other sports? The uneducated fan buys the high pay-per-views when we might already know every good fighter is not going to beat Floyd. I remember in the late 80s, people that knew nothing about boxing all bought Tyson. You know what? That's any sport though, but yeah, boxing fan does have a lot of influence. But as long as you have the uneducated fan, you're always going to have money going in.
And if you bring up the Mayweather-Conor, yeah, the real boxing people knew that Mayweather was going to win that, but it still was the entertainment of it and watching it and having a fight of that magnitude, having an MMA guy versus a pro boxer. You know, for how many years was it the Bruce Lee versus Muhammad Ali, or who would win in this, and who would win in that? So it comes down to how they market it too.
Julian saying the money line with Jay McKelly. I'm sorry, Julian. I'm sorry we talk about other things besides who's going to beat who, fantasy fights, and we can jack each other off all fucking day. This isn't that show. You know what I mean? If you want a fantasy fight, go to Box Stats.
Oh no!
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Go to Box Stats or go to one of these other fucking groups that'll jack you off and talk about fantasy fights that are never going to fucking happen. If you want to know about boxing, come here. We're teaching you about purses. We're teaching you how the business works. There's not another show that's going to do that because they don't fucking know. You get two 400-pound motherfuckers sitting by side that never sat in a ring, a fucking meeting. They never trained a fighter, but yet they're going to tell you how a business is ran. They've never even had a fucking credential around their neck. So if that's what you want,
we've seen anybody get credentials.
That's true. I got one.
This is true. But you know boxing.
Yeah, no, I don't. But who you got up here? We are Steve. I have Wilder. Who do you got?
I think Wilder. I think if Fury was a little more active, I would probably take him because of the awkwardness.
And also, I think Fury.
Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it, bro.
Fury's outside of ring stuff, the weight gain and things like that. He'll spend more time cutting weight than he will actually training and you know his craft. But Fury is a good boxer. Fury can make you look stupid. Fury has a decent chin. Well, Steve Cunningham dropped Fury. I mean, Steve Cunningham can punch. He's a cruiserweight.
Who's back real quick?
Oh yeah. Julie says, "You damn know it." But yeah, I don't know. What else we got going on? Oh, they're talking about Andre Durrell and Benavidez fighting. David Benavidez. Benavidez is going to beat the dog shit out of that kid. Durrell looked shitty his last fight against, you know.
A couple years ago, I would say it would be
closer, but I don't know, man. David Benavidez is a fucking monster. And he's doing nothing but getting better and getting more experience the older he gets.
You just missed a great conversation.
Oh, look, now look who's back.
He's back now. You
Look
go
at
gallivanting around the studio.
Look who's back.
I figured I'd take a little break, but how can I relax when I just hear bitching all the time about everything? About this is a show about fighters and about boxing. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a new sheriff in town, and it's also about Vikings.
Can't wait to give him some of that shit.
I can't. he just come back on the workout.
Nice.
But no, I think Durrell is going to get knocked out. I don't. David Benavides, as far as punch selection, he may be one of the best in the division at punch selection. He will hit you in the body, he'll hit you in the nose, he'll hit you in the mouth, he'll hit you back in the body, and he does
Big
that.
for that weight.
He's fucking big. You sparred with him.
Yeah, fought it, as far as he was a heavyweight, young, but just saying. So, but he fought against elite competition in the amateurs at a heavyweight
Yes.
and light heavyweight. It's just he's experienced. I mean that works for guys like Sean Porter.
Exactly. And it has. Let's get into back about Mike and Spence. What's been going on lately with the whole thing on that?
Last week, guys, we want to apologize too. I don't know if anybody really paid attention, but so the show we tapped on things, but it was kind of in and out.
Well, I think we tapped a lot of things, but I think we dealt a lot of trolling and shit like that last week.
Yeah.
But the thing is this: Errol is a big physical kid, and now that people are having time to figure things out, they're starting to see the fights a lot closer than they originally thought. Who was it? Roy Jones made a great. Well, not Roy Jones. Who was it that said it? Well, somebody. They said it's not 2 weight classes, it's 1 weight class. It's 40. It was 140.
I said that.
Yeah, you did, but somebody else said it, yeah.
I said he fought at 140 the fight before. But going back on that, guys like the Pacquiao's, the De La Hoyas, the Shane Mosleys, the Floyd Mayweather.
Yes.
They all did. I mean, they all came up and went up to junior middleweight.
Yes.
It's not out of the fucking question for Mikey, who's a pretty big lightweight.
Pretty big. He's fucking big.
Yeah, a junior welterweight. It's not out of the question for him. And don't get me wrong, Spence, I think right now, I said this, I think he's a pound for pound guy. At one point, he's a big welterweight, but he's not a.
I think Spence is a favorite.
He's not a Mike Tyson either, though. I mean, so the fights.
He's not Roy Jones.
Yeah, it's not out of the question for Mikey to do something big. And then when we talked about on the business part of it, it's fucking genius. He goes in and say he loses to Spence.
He has all his titles up like
probably makes 3 mil, 4
3 to 5.
Yeah, between 3 and 5. And then you go back down to lightweight and defend your titles.
And you're still world champion.
Or he still has a title like junior super welterweight, don't he?
Yeah. No, he gave that belt up. He gave the junior welterweight up. He gave it up. But Sergio says, why doesn't Mikey take at least one fight at 47? Why? Why should he?
If the money's there,
the money. Why should he?
Yeah,
why should he?
And we don't think, personally, we don't think Mikey really wants to be around that long to keep taking a fight before and a fight,
Sergio says, Garcia's in a rush. Garcia's 38-0, 39-0. He's not in a rush anymore.
He's 30 years old, too.
He's 30 years old, and Mikey has made it clear multiple times that he doesn't want to stick around in the sport.
And that's another point with the sport. You guys think motherfuckers need to stick around and get fucking punch drunk and get their brains rattled and fight till they can't walk. Man, dude, if a pro's, in baseball, if a guy's pro 12 years, he's considered a veteran and his time is going to be done because he's losing the reflexes. What do you think of boxing? It's not everybody knows it's not a longevity sport.
Look, Mike has made it clear multiple times he wants to be out of here by 32. He don't want to stick around in the sport. He wants to do what he can. He wants to make a name and he wants to get paid. I can't argue with that.
Exactly.
I can't argue with this. And why should he? Why should he take a fight at 47 and risk his health or risk something for less than half the money?
You and me, it was Avatar too early. It's like, where the fuck you guys at? I was pro over 12 years.
There's a great one here. What about Crawford? Steven, I have Crawford number 1 pound for pound. I mean, I think Crawford's the best fighter in the world, right? Kelly sees it different.
Who?
Over Crawford.
Yeah, hold on. Real quick, YouTube comment from Steve Z. David Benavidez is the real deal, and he is. What was that now on the Crawford?
I have Crawford number 1. I have him as best fighter.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he's top 3, definitely. But again, I look at how you rank the pound for pound different.
And we've been over this multiple times.
And I don't want to tap on it again. Do you?
Well, we can. For people who haven't
I
heard.
don't.
I know you rate Spence above Crawford, right?
Yes.
And I don't know how. But like I said, you can't.
But you know why.
I do. Okay. But listen, I think Spence beats Crawford if they fight. Yes. But I have Crawford right now ahead of Spence because I can't rate the pound for pound rankings based on the future or what ifs or potential. I they have to fight for me to make that change. Or they both have to beat somebody great to move ahead and shit. But no, I think Crawford. I got Crawford. I think Lomachenko's number 2. I think Spence is number 3. And right now I got Mikey number 4, or maybe Triple G still 4. Mikey 4 or 5, but I got Triple G.
I know people are going to say I'm crazy. I still have a hard time putting fucking Triple G in the top 5.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, his last couple performances, I don't know.
And Julian says he takes a tune-up at 47 and wins, but doesn't do great, less money. And that's absolutely correct. If you're gonna do this,
Go big or go home.
Go big or go home. He wants out of the sport. Why would you want to take a beating at 147 from another guy?
Exactly.
Who? Sean Porter?
And Julian made a good point too about that.
Yeah.
Or if you get beat, or something happens in that fight.
Yeah.
Now everything, even going back down to lightweight, your stock went low, got lower.
Well, Sergio, we've talked about this before, and Mike and Loma's not going to happen anytime soon. People keep saying, "Oh, Mike can use a fight." Oh, Mike, that ain't going to happen. There is issues with Mikey and top-ranked fighters. You're not going to see Crawford and Mikey. You're not going to see Loma and Mikey, because Mikey and Top Rank had a lawsuit. Mikey filed a lawsuit on Top Rank, a big lawsuit, and he sat out for 2 years. And there was bad blood between Top Rank and Mikey. We love Top Rank, love Mikey, and we're not involved with that. But there's bad blood, and they will not deal with Mikey Garcia.
And the even bigger point is, with that bad blood, they don't even really need each other. They don't.
Aaron is not a problem. Aaron is not the problem. Aaron takes a lot of shit for guys that work underneath him. Do you know what I mean? I'm not. But there's guys underneath that make that decision. Aaron is a crook. Sergio, and you name a promoter who isn't a crook. I'll wait. Name one promoter who's not a crook.
They're like politicians. They're all assholes. You just got to pick the best one. Listen, I'm not just saying this. I think Top Rank is one of the top promotional companies. If you're a young fighter with a lot of skill, I think that would be.
You would know better. You were a Top Rank fighter.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying it because I was. Right now, they are kind of the ones who really bring you up and groom you to be a world champion. Like, almost like saying, if you go with Top Rank, you're going to be a world champion if you're good. And it's just going to take more time than going with BBC or Floyd Mayweather or other promotional companies. Other promotional companies are kind of in a hurry to take these young superstars and throw them right in there.
Joe says, people who don't have any family members who box at the World Cup level will never understand what the sport does to fighters' body long term. They sit on the sidelines and make demands. They feel fans have. Mikey should do what he wants and get out of the demands. We have no right to make demands on his life. And that's the truth. I think what's going to happen, I think at the end of these guys' career, you're going to appreciate them a lot more. Right now, people, they think they know what's best. But what the fuck is wrong with Mikey beating Sport 32 years old?
Nothing, not at all. It's fucking the smartest move that any fighter ever made.
Let me shoot something else. Mikey's net worth. I'm gonna say. What?
So you shoot something else.
Oh yeah.
I don't have it.
Ooh, look at that uppercut! Oh shit! Oh, but Mikey's worth. What? Give me the other one. Mikey's worth.
Oh, this will be TMZ too.
Mikey's. Who's gonna tell? I ain't no snitch.
We're on fucking.
I ain't no snitch on me, and I'll say it didn't happen.
We got a good one from Steve.
Okay. The thing is this: Mikey started his net worth at $5 million. Okay, Mikey's worth over $40 million by making smart business decisions. Boxing did not make this man. He made this man by choosing good decisions.
And how long has Mike been pro now?
Since 2008 or 7? 2007. No. Yeah, about that time. He turned pro.
Okay, that's over 10 years. That's over a fucking decade, right?
But at featherweight, what are you making? 25, 30 grand.
Exactly. So but he made the money. But even if he didn't make the buku millions,
yeah,
that's a long time in boxing. Okay. Let's hit this Steve Z with YouTube.
Yes.
This is one that we talked about. We had a disagreement on too.
We had disagree all the time.
Benavidez versus Cerdo is a great fight. Big fan.
I've changed my opinion on that. I think Benavidez beat Cerdo.
You came to the right side, right?
No, what I tried to do, I thought Cerdo had great skill and stuff, but Cerdo was just so fucking uninspired. Like he does enough to win. He doesn't do enough to dominate. You just don't know. Zerto does enough to win. You know what I mean? he doesn't do enough. David Benavidez wants to hurt you.
I think so. And I think that Benavidez is a big super middleweight like Zurdo.
Yes.
And Zurdo's not going to be able to do what he does to other fighters against Benavidez. But if he does, it's going to be a lot harder. He's going to have to expend a lot more energy. And he's going to be at risk of getting caught.
You can't do against Benavidez what he does because Benavidez will hit you with every combination.
Exactly.
In the
And
world.
he's big. He's the same size.
He's huge. And
Who actually fought at a higher, again, going back to that,
yeah.
elite level of amateurs at a higher division, at heavyweight.
Well,
At heavyweight.
yeah, exactly. Zurdo was born last time. Business question with Triple G, Roy Jones Jr. Underwood signed by Team Jordan, Canelo and Anthony Joshua endorse an Arnold. Do you guys think the time will become where every box champion star will have an athletic endorsement? And you know what? Good for them.
It depends,
Good for them.
and the bigger boxing gets, the bigger that these endorsements will be.
But I think that with the endorsement, you have to have a personality to go with it. There's a lot of fighters that are world champions that have the personality of a doorknob that aren't really going to get endorsements. You know what I mean?
I was with Affliction,
You were Kelly with Affliction. So you had a bunch of drunk dudes
That's
wearing
tap
Affliction
out.
shirts. No, Affliction too. Affliction was full of
One of
douches.
the motherfuckers couldn't afford the Affliction.
Dude, Affliction was full of
I was
douches,
so
bro.
glad. I was so glad they gave me free
Bro.
ones. The fucking thing was like $75.
Yeah, but a lot of douches were Affliction and they wore the Ed Hardy jeans
You
with it.
just shut up.
They did.
You're thinking of tap out.
No, Affliction too.
No.
I worked at MMA. I know what these fuckers wear. And you see these BJ Penn Affliction shirts that go around trying to fight each
Why are
other.
you shitting on my
Hey.
endorsement?
And Justin, did douches wear Affliction too?
Huh?
Did douches wear Affliction too?
What
Douchebags.
What about-
wear Affliction shirts?
Affliction shirts.
Oh, fuck yeah.
See? I told you.
Not when you were
No,
sponsored.
but douchebags wore Affliction shirts and Ed Hardy jeans, didn't they?
No, they
And they
did.
fight outside
Actually,
Buffalo
I mean, I
Wild
wore.
Wings.
It was the jeans. I can't say. I wore some Affliction shirt. I like the shirts. I like the knit shirt, like the
No, but I'm
like
talking
the
about.
thermal, the ones that are the thermal knit.
I'm talking about the Buffalo Wild Wing.
But the
night with
fucking
Affliction
jeans,
shirts,
man.
The one that they're an extra large one or a medium.
You knew who the douchebag was because the douchebag was the guy that had the fucking stones on pockets on his fucking
See?
jeans.
And
No guy should have stones on their fucking jean pockets. That's for fucking hoes, man.
And they
Stupid.
smelled like hats, and not this kind.
No, all kidding aside though, even though I was endorsed by me, there were some fucking
Delilah said,
characters that were Affliction.
it's actually very cool having a conversation with Kelly and being able to understand every word. Most boxers struggle to understand. It's rough. Some boxers come from amateurs and they struggle with their words.
My speech is a little worse for her, but you know what? My slur came from though, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say it on air. It wasn't because of boxing. You see, I got this big overbite. I sucked my fucking thumb toe, man, for a long time, and it actually pushed my upper lip out.
And then you switch to dicks.
No, I didn't. I mean, I wasn't when I cut the thumb away. I was really needing something to suck on, but it wasn't dicks. No, but I did. That's the whole reason. That is the reason why I do have that. It's not from boxing.
Your mom spoiled you.
I mean, you go back and watch my fucking interviews. I did. I got a little bit of a whisper. But you know what?
What's wrong with that?
My whispering's all the close to the yard.
Is it the list?
It sure is. We're like, boy, if you can do that, I wonder what you can do with that down there.
Disappoint.
The old Pringles can, right? The old Sergio Martinez Pringles can.
Speaking of Sergio, we had a question about that.
What about Sergio Martinez? With his dick? You mean his Pringle can sized dick? Is that what they're talking about?
About him fighting. Who the fuck was it? Somebody brought that.
Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Louis. Yeah, I'm down about 30 pounds since New York. I've been working pretty hard. I appreciate it. I am. I'm working hard on doing a regional CrossFit event in March that I'm training for. So we'll see how I get by March. So just keep
What did
working.
they say about Sergio Martinez making a comeback again?
Yeah, he is. He's making a comeback.
Who was it?
They didn't say it. He just looked something.
They threw the name out there.
Yeah. Oh, Chavez Jr.
Yeah.
I don't think that Sergio needs to come back. He has.
I don't think so. He really did too. And he's 40. What? I mean, he looked old. How many years ago?
Fuck, he looked old 5 years ago, 4 years ago, right? Pringles can Martinez. We're talking about Pringles can Sergio. It's Pringles can Sergio. It's not Damon.
Thanks, Julian. You're the one that
We
brought it
call
up.
Dave Martinez penny roll.
Sergio said he'd buy new legs. You know, with his modern technology
You got robot
and
legs.
scientific research.
You got robot legs. What was that movie? Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, that was fucking funny.
Hey, do you know who directed Grandma's Boy? Joe Goose's son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had money, I'm gonna buy some robot legs when they come out. Guns, you're just cute, too cute. Was phenomenal, Delilah. Delilah was in Overdrive again.
Thanks, Delilah.
Delilah's in Overdrive.
That's my girl.
That's your boob.
Mm-hmm.
That's your boob. But hey,
Mm-hmm.
something else I want to get on too. We were talking about this, right? You got a question? Why don't shush me? It's not my fault. I
didn't say I was saying hold on.
Thank you, Delilah.
Yeah, you know.
It's not my fault that they fucking asked a dumb question.
Angelo Paz.
Thank you, Stephen.
Hola, fellas.
Appreciate it, bro.
Do you think Kovalev is finished, considering his age and recent loss?
Yes.
Thanks, Christian.
Yes.
Yeah. Is he going to be finished? We don't know.
We don't know.
Probably not.
Should he fight at the elite level? No.
But do we think he is? Yeah.
I don't think guys like that, be knocked out like that, real, at his age and with the ego this guy has, can come back from something like this. You know what I mean?
Oh, so what was you were thinking about recently?
Well, I'll tell you what. I read an article here a week or so ago, about Bob Gonzalez, the former '84 Olympic gold medalist, that likes to touch kids and fucking. Now, I was thinking about this. I said, you know, so many parents and guardians, they put their kids into sports and these coaches, and they put all their trust in this fucking coach, and they shouldn't. These motherfuckers are human, and a lot of them are shitbags. And they just put all their trust in coach. And it's not just something as extreme as child molesting or abuse. It's little things like overworking these kids or hurting these kids because they didn't make it far in the business. They lived through these kids. I think it's fucking shit.
Like certain parents with their kids in sports.
Parents are the worst.
Or is the parent that was decent in high school athletics?
Yes.
And and then they're like, "Oh, I'm king shit. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go do this with my kid and
But-
fucking show him, make him a superstar."
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna face it.
They're funny, give a scholarship people.
Their kid could even win an open tournament at any point. You know what I mean? I see it now. I see some of these parents, they
Or
post,
make it to a Division I school, or you know.
and I've seen it multiple times. I've seen these parents, they post these videos of their kids fighting, and I want to say, your kid looks like shit. Your kid looks like fucking shit. And you need to take him back and restart from square one. He's gonna get hurt.
Going on that real quick, I seen it in girls little league softball. I see fucking parents go so berserk and like really into a game, like almost fist fighting in the stands. And it's like she's a softball player. Like she's not going to make $30 million a year ever. You know, she may get a scholarship, and that's great.
Or the Olympics or something like that.
But
yeah.
like, I hope you scream at them over their academics. Like, I don't lie to my kids, dude. Academics, they ain't doing shit if they ain't getting on the honor roll. And the reason why I say the honor roll, believe it or not, because they set the bar for themselves. My kids, since they were first, second grade, always were on the honor roll. My kids barely got past the school and had C's and B's and a D here. I wouldn't get mad if they didn't make the honor roll. I'd be like, all right, you passed. But no, they already showed me what they could do, and if they screw up. So I worry on that with my kids. Like, that's where I'm going. Like, so my daughter, she ain't going to be in the major leagues unless 5 years from now they come out with a Major League Baseball program for girls.
Well, my thing is this.
They get so worked up over shit.
Yes. Delilah said he was an administrator at the gym, not a coach. Regardless, Delilah, of what he did, he was still in contact with children. He had the child porn on his computer, and he had the victims, and he had people fooled. That's my point. He was still in contact with kids no matter what he did. Whether he was carrying towels and carrying spit buckets, he was still in contact with children.
It is dangerous, you know,
And punchline, I answered that. It doesn't matter what the fuck he did. It doesn't matter what the fuck he did. He could sit there and fucking fold towels all day, but he had contact with the program.
Well, I think about that all the time with sports.
I mean,
it's scary.
I know my daughter does volleyball. and my other daughter's in softball. I want to know who's coaching them. I don't put trust in these motherfuckers' hands because I don't know who they are. Women, man, whoever. I don't give a fuck.
And I think the point that you were coming to on that is not so much coming down on this guy, but I think we're saying too, but just in general.
In
like,
general,
it's
it
scary.
wasn't so much Paul, it's just the one that made the media. What about the man's, the Olympic gymnastics coach for the
Exactly.
women's? How many years did he, that motherfucker, go back?
Let's go back to Penn State or any of it.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, yeah, it's scary to think about that.
And the
That
thing,
it could happen. The guy could seem like a great guy, a great coach, or a great, as they would say, administrator. It's scary to think
yeah.
of what, that shit like that.
And though I was right, coaches in charge lie to these parents, blame their losses on bad judging. And it's, instead of being honest, and it's obviously true. I mean, some of these, and I see it here, I see it in this area too, as well as other areas. Shitty fucking coaches making shitty fucking fighters. And that's what's happening.
The worst is here is the fucking strength and conditioning coaches. And they don't know fucking shit about it. And most of them are short little pudgy guys who lifted a lot in high school and they walk around in the same program. You gotta do this. You don't let the kids get out and go places where, like for instance, my gym, we have the Vertimax.
Yeah.
Phenomenal fucking piece of equipment for athletes.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was a strength and conditioning coach and my school would buy it, I would send my kid to the closest gym that has that Vertimax because it is that much of a help and it's going to advance my athlete that much more. I would do anything possible to have it advance and I would put them through workouts or somebody that knows what they're doing. These guys, ego gets in.
Yeah, Delilah said, and she's right, you're correct. He was not a coach. It's important, and it is. He was not a coach, and I apologize for that, but he was part of the gym. And he was a part of the gym. Delilah was just correcting because she works in that area, you know what I mean? But
Viking Herm, what would you do in a case like that?
what would you do, Viking Herm?
In a case like that, Viking Herm would take care of the child molesters because they wouldn't be on this earth any longer.
Would you use the axe on anything?
Oh, the axe would be too easy. I would make it more memorable.
Like this, I'm gonna go out here.
He smells delicious.
He does smell. He smells like brown sugar and love.
I wonder what the flavor
You smell like brown sugar, cinnamon, spice, and love.
I wonder what Vikings use to make themselves smell like that. What deodorant?
It's a special fragrance that only shield maidens give off.
Next time you should put it in your mouth.
That's what she said.
It's true. Damon said, Amanda says, sorry about hiking. That's great, Amanda. That's awesome. Nice to see you here. A parent will dump out of the pocket the slick coach, never check it. And you know what? I'm going to go out. I'm going to go out and I'm going to ruin the whole show right now. I'm going to fuck this whole show up right now. Okay, Kelly? Cover your ears. Earmuffs, Kelly. Put your earphones on. Earmuffs, Kelly. Kelly is not responsible for things I'm about to say.
Watch what you say.
No. I'm going to say it, guys. I'm not going to put out the names. I'm not going to put out nothing, but I'm going to tell you what. There has been powerful fucking gyms out here. And it's a well-known fact in the inner circles of boxing. And I made Kelly put the earmuffs on because he's not responsible. There has been cases of child molestation. Or I'm not even going to say cases. I'm going to say accusations of child molestation in these fucking groups in some of the biggest fucking gyms you can imagine. And it's gone up for years and fucking years. And I'm not going to say who, but people in the sport know what I'm talking about. And I'm saying, parents, you need to fucking keep an eye on your children. Do not trust anybody with your kids. And like I said, some of the most important and some of the biggest and most important and highest standard gyms have had cases of it, and it's fucking ridiculous. Keep an eye on your kids. Nobody's going to be more responsible for your child than you. And if you can't handle the responsibility of training your children correctly, or having somebody who can, make sure that you have somebody who can, because you're not doing your kid any favors lying to yourself and lying to him of how much talent your kid has.
That is brutally honest sometimes you do.
Somebody said, uh-oh. I'm just saying, man, some of the most fucking powerful gyms had some shit. And I'm not gonna say names, I'm not gonna do that, but we know.
YouTube question. Angela, hey guys, did you guys ever eat Yosteria Pizza in Wycombe.
I think what?
Yosteria Pizza.
I never have. Is it good?
Barstool Sports and Rolini did a review of it and said it's awesome pizza. No, I've not even heard of it. And usually I know the pizzas.
I will say the best Italian food I've had was that Village. Was it Village?
Italian Village.
Italian Village was the best I had the other day.
It's fucking sick.
Fucking.
They take you there, like.
Yeah, they gave me. I had ahi tuna. They blackened it, Cajun blackened.
I gotta make you some blackened tuna though, my career.
Fucking good, man.
Bring
It was
one
good,
day.
dude. And then I had what was that bread? That thing I had. What was that sandwich
Oh,
called?
not.
A panini.
Oh, panini.
With mozzarella and tomatoes and French fries in it. It was about 2 pounds.
It's like the closest, like most of the restaurants use the same sauce, brand company. This one's different. I mean, it's as close as you're gonna get to homemade.
But no, I mean, like I said earlier, there are some gyms out there that have some great coaches and great stand-up people. I'm not shitting on gyms, but for every 100 gyms that are great, there's one gym that are pieces of shit. You know what I mean? They will hurt your kids. They don't care if your kids spar without headgear. They don't care.
Look, Delilah, you jump and ship. Damn it. Show up on you now.
But she said, that's right, Jade. See, Delilah knows, people on the inner circle boxing know what we're talking about. But there are gyms that will put your fucking kids in there without sparring. We'll put it with substandard equipment.
That's what I'm going on. I mean, listen, you got guys.
There's a gym in Indiana. Motherfucking gym in Indiana. Sparring their kids with 8-ounce gloves. What the fuck is wrong
There
with
is
you?
boxing gyms showing. Like, I mean, you should have the decency, like, if you don't, to yourself, like, you know what? I don't really know what I'm doing now. Like, this ain't this job for me to go train a kid how to fight. They should know that too, though. It should fall down on a person too.
So, Simon's boxing gyms are not daycares. The parents leave the kids at the gym, take off the training hours. Plus, usually the parents that hang out in the gym and us helping out will serve as much needed assistance. So, you're right. It's not daycare, but that gives a coach a right to mistreat a child, or it gives somebody a right to not be safe because there's 15 to 20 kids.
I agree with Simon a little bit on that, but also, there's like youth programs. Like what I want to do with my gym, boxing gym, when I open it, is I'm going to make it for inner city kids and like after school program, and they're going to be there. I want them there for 2 hours. You know what I mean? I don't want parents there, and they're going to have everything. I mean, they can't get in trouble. Their grades are going to have to get. You know what I mean? I would like to have inspirational speakers from the same hood that they're from come in, talk to them. But sometimes, it's not a daycare.
It's not a daycare, and if you treat the gym like a daycare, you're going to have bad results. But at the same token, you can't go there treating like you're training these kids to be in the Spetsnaz or Delta Force. You know what I mean? Buckeye, like what parents would call entire families participate in programs all levels. Parents are present, welcome, and encourage to attend and participate all. There's a great shout out for Buckhead, right?
Speaking of Buck,
Some enforcement for Buckhead.
I knew a guy who always used to like to hit the Buckeye.
A trainer will play father figure, mentor, and kids are enamored by the aura of a boxing gym. Older fighters will never speak to their victims. Listen to this. Older fighters will never speak to their victims when they see new blood enter. It doesn't have to be molestation. I said, but the kid's a victim of keeping slick coaches, bills paid like thousands do. That's a fact. I can't even argue with that. But just know there's predators out there. And I'm not just talking about people that didn't molest kids. I'm not even talking about coaches that never did shit with their career, never boxed, or if they did box, they were limited, and they want to see your kid. They want to live with your child, and they will punish him to make sure it happens.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk. Let's get.
Whoa.
Let's get.
Who got what I said?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Justin, you didn't get it either?
What'd you say?
Huh?
So I knew a guy who used to like to hit the Buckeye.
No.
The Buckeye.
The fuck are you talking about?
The Buckeye.
I never heard it called that, man.
Google.
Got cornhole and rat eye. I've never heard it called the Buckeye.
Oh, Simon, we were just talking about it. We were just talking about the Collins office.
That's where it all came at.
Well, Delilah, I know what kind of mother you are. I know what kind of staff member you are. Your reputation is, without a doubt, one of the best in the sport. There has never been anybody that said anything bad about you. But I will say something else. If you're a parent that doctors a fucking passbook to get your kid into a national tournament, you're a fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna say it straight up. You see it a lot. A kid will have, I don't know.
That's coming off like with a lot of us said.
Your kid will have one fucking fight and they'll doctor it to make it look like they have 6 or 7 fights so they can get into a national tournament against a kid that has 30 fucking fights, against kids that have 30 fights that will fucking injure kids' life.
That's the thing. Like, I don't think we're saying every gym that there's a lot of, even if there's a
We're
lot
not
of
saying
things out there.
no.
Just
I'm
that
saying
it's out there.
out of every 100, there's one like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just what's it with that? What you're talking about?
All gyms are bad. We said that. Not all gyms are bad. Not all coaches. No, they're not. But I'm saying there is that one out of every 100 that are. And I mean, your job is not to protect every gym. If you do that, you're going to fucking ruin your own reputation.
What about trannies and boxing? Any kind of future in that?
Against other people like them. I mean, I don't think it's fair to put a male in the ring with a female unless the female's Ann Wolf and she wants to kill you.
I agree with that. I mean, honestly, I think like it should go by what their gender was originally.
Yes.
No, actually, I take that back. I think if you was a chick and now you got a dick, that you should.
No, wait a minute, because you have a fighter like Fallon Fox, who was a man, an MMA fighter, that became a woman, but this motherfucker punishes women.
That's
Beats the
that's what
shit
I'm
out
saying.
of them.
Yes, that's where I was trying to go.
He
with
picks
that.
these women up and he fucking buys them. You know what I mean? Because he
Yeah.
still has. He might take estrogen,
but
he still has man strength at the end of the day.
But women also take testosterone too when they become men.
But
so it's not so to compete against other females.
But those women are not doing that. Those women are women fighting over men.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should. But a girl going back with a dick and fighting as in the girl division, no, that should not be allowed.
No, I think it's crazy.
That was hard. I mean, it
Why
was
don't we-
confusing. Like,
Why don't we let's pull up that Showtime video of knockout
yeah, I like to show where I exactly called the.
Could we play that, Justin?
Can we play that?
Can we play that?
Oh, I'm behind you guys. What do you want to play?
The last, do you think you can pull up the last round of the Kovalev Alvarez this past Saturday?
Or if not, why don't you? Or we can pull up. Let's pull up Arrow and Mikey if you want. Or not Arrow. Let's pull up Eastern Mikey.
I just think you're excited that we got the okay for Showtime.
What if they come from parents that let them decide a gender? It's not the point. It's not the gender is not the point.
Yeah,
it's the strength that they bring in the ring. That it's natural. I don't care if you choose to be a male or female. That's not. I don't give a fuck.
That's
what I'm saying is when you come in the ring with man strength.
That's what I'm saying too. A lot of these women that are becoming men are taking the testosterone and everything else. So even if you keep them in the female division, they're the steroids is cheating.
They're coming in with testosterone, which testosterone is a banned substance.
Yeah.
But if they were a male, whether they're taking that or not, they're still carrying male strength and male advantage.
Yeah, so they should not be allowed to fight in the girl division either.
But they're saying they're allowed amateurs. That's because people are afraid to stand up and make decisions. That's the problem. And before we stop, I'm not a conservative. I am a liberal as you're going to get. Kelly will tell you. But when it comes to sports, the playing field needs to be even.
All right, we're not. We'll figure it out with that.
Why don't we show that Mikey and Easter a little bit of that?
Not today. We have that all set up.
Oh, does it? It's not set up?
It's just the approved video is really large.
Oh, does it?
If I download it while we're streaming, it'll kill
But listen, we are going to have a lot of shit coming. That's going to be sweet as hell. Start off with little microphones today.
We did. We might well say this, Kelly. But no. But hey, we did that challenge today.
That we do got.
Pack your chip challenge, guys. Let's do pack your chip challenge.
Okay.
Okay, guys, this is what's going on today.
Is Viking going to join us on
Viking Herm and
partake?
have you guys seen a situation after production you and kept your mouth shut? Like mind your business type shit? You wish it? Yeah, but there's only so much we can do, David. I mean,
Come on, man.
I'm not.
Great chips.
Delilah is in that position more than I would be, you know?
Oh dear.
The Fallon Fox could have hurt somebody, of course. And we got these Packy haunted ghost pepper chips. They're supposed to be some of the hottest chips in the world, guys. It has a warning symbol on here. But me and Kelly, we always strive to find the hottest foods in the world to try it. Are we trying at the same time? So we're gonna try these, and we're gonna let you know what we think. Justin, you wanna try it?
Sure, I'll try.
Ready? Same time.
Hold on. Let's get Justin.
Come on, Justin, get over here.
Get my water ready.
I got it.
Well, Delilah, we're gonna need medical info here pretty
Hold
soon
on.
with this.
Oh, fuck. I got chocolate milk. I'm like,
I ain't got anything. I gotta chew.
that's so gross. Hold on, we're gonna get these Packy chips, guys. Because I think they're a bunch of women.
I want to take one bite because we're gonna move to the next test.
Ooh, I like when you rub it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Go. Little warm. No? Fucking hot. You didn't get a good one, bitch. You didn't get a good one, did you?
Oh, hold on up.
Try that.
Alright, no, it's not. We tried one. We ate one.
They're fucking hot. What are you talking about? Yeah.
You got a nice kick. Alright, let's go to the next one.
All right, guys, we're doing show 'em. Yeah, it is hot, isn't it?
Got a bite.
It does hot.
Alright,
You just got too much Italian in you.
this one's called Dave's Insanity Sauce, Decoit Enclosure.
Dave's Insanity Sauce.
Are you ready for this? What do you want? Put it on the chip. Give me your fingertip.
What the hell?
Just the tip.
I want mine on the chip. Yeah, that's it on the chip. Okay, that's enough.
Okay. Oh, that's getting my shirt.
What?
That's a shit.
I don't. I'm not licking this off my finger, I'll tell you that much.
Why?
Really? Dude, this is Dave's. How many Scoville units is this?
Or,
How many Scoville units is this?
yeah, wipe on some of this.
I think my eye of Odin's gonna be burning after this.
Ready?
Hold on. I gotta do it too. Okay. One,
One.
2, 3.
I think you got less than everybody else. Look at the cheater.
What are you doing? Put it in your mouth.
I did!
That's cute.
I think you guys are all like your pictures. Actually, not even.
Hold on.
That's so hot, I'm gonna wash it down with another chip.
Yeah, no, give me another one that's super hot chips too.
Oh, these are so bad. Man, it wasn't up to you. Ah! Fuck!
Hey, I got hot now. It's getting hot. You know it is. That so far is the hottest stuff that we had.
Oh, fuck!
I'll get you some hot stuff. I had this guy.
Oh, motherfucker!
That's been hotter than anything he's brought on the show so far.
Ah! It is hot!
Told you. I can argue with you guys. That shit right there is no joke.
I'm gonna go back and sit down now.
Oh, fuck!
Ooh.
Oh!
You're feeling it too.
You're feeling it, just bite it off. Are you still eating those packing chips? That motherfucker's the devil.
Well, you know, we'll grab some tissue, please.
Can we get some tissues?
You need some tissue for your issue?
You're right too.
Viking Herm has tears too. Amanda, couldn't I put my finger in your mouth? Did you see where your finger was?
Whose finger is she talking about?
I don't know. I said, Amanda, do you want me to put my finger in your mouth? Fuck. Don't you dare give me those packing chips. Those packing chips are hot, weren't they? Eat another chip. Eat another chip. Kelly?
Dude, the Dave's Insanity Sauce is what kicked our ass.
I'm going to bring you guys some pepper. If the guy will give it to me. It was 2 weekends ago, this guy gave me some damn peppers to try.
Did he?
And I haven't had anything light my ass up like that.
Oh.
It was,
What is Dave's Insanity got you a little bit?
Well, eat another one of these, Kelly.
I mean, it was hotter than the chips, but the chips weren't hot either.
Here, have a packing chip.
You say it's hotter than chips though?
Oh, yeah, it's way hotter than the chips. The
You're
Dave's
not
was-
going to get a packing chip? Get a packing chip.
I'm done with it.
No, eat another one.
No, I'm hurting.
Just make sure you wash your hands real good, though, because that shit's gonna. I'm gonna wash my hands.
I've done that before. I got to tell a funny story about the day the signing sauce. So I got a buddy, right? I put on the rim of his drink. I poured a lot in there, and I was rubbing it around the lip of his drink. When he came back and he started drinking, and it fucking hit him. I mean, he was like, and everybody's laughing. We're all having a good time with it. About 10 minutes goes past, and I have to go take a piss. I go to the bathroom. I grab the tallywhacker.
Oh God.
And I mean, it was like somebody, like the devil was blowing on my dick.
I got a question.
It burned so bad, I thought I was going to go straight to the hospital.
Do you think Andrade, Mike Martinez, do you think Andrade is going to beat Saunders? I do. I think Hugo Andrade will beat Saunders. I'm not big on Saunders.
Here's the reason why I don't want to touch on that, is because I have not seen enough of Andrade fight, or Saunders. Listen, Saunders looks somewhat good against the competition that he's fighting. I don't think, though, I can't make a judgment on that because I don't know anything about him.
But I will go out and say I think Hugo can beat him.
If I was to pick that fight, I would say Andre.
I would too. You know what? It's hot, Delilah. This is no joke. That shit was, I don't know what to say. It's global units on the back. Let me look at
I
this.
told you, it has it like number 5, but I think it's harder than that sauce that you had.
Oh, I know, but there's
It's a lot
Scoville.
harder.
Oh, but there's Scoville units it talks about.
I love the fact of this right here.
What? Oh, fuck.
I like this part. Let me read it.
Keep away from children.
It says, use this product, a great cooking ingredient for sauces, soups, and stews. Also, strips wax floors and removes driveway grease stains. Enjoy.
It removes grease and driveway stains, guys. It removes car fucking rubber off your shit. It's fucking hot. But, no,
I mean, there may be stuff on it, but I'm telling you, that thing's, I've tried all the hot shit. That last one we did on the show,
Yeah.
back at the house, it was hot, but it wasn't nothing compared to this.
yeah. I think
That's good. That had good
think-
flavor to it. It tasted good.
I think Boo Boo, the chips are tasty.
But chips are good.
Yeah, I think Boo Boo can beat Saunders. I'm not big on Saunders. I think anybody can look good against
I thought you would like that information, Delilah.
Playing with the tally, I can't even get near my eye right now. My eyes are itching. Playing with the tallywhacker.
Want to get a water
But yeah, I mean, so what we got coming up? I mean, this has been a good show. I think we hit some things. Next week,
we don't want to keep rambling on.
no, we don't ramble on. But next week, guys, we have. I said it before, we have special permission from Showtime to use their footage now, which we're the only show that's been allowed to use Showtime without having to go to YouTube to get it. We can actually use Showtime footage. So that's a big thing for us, for Showtime.
Yeah,
I want to thank Steven Espinoza and Showtime crew for letting us use their stuff, you know, because they don't have to do it. And for our little show to do that, it's huge, you know. There's bigger shows out there,
There's a lot of
and some can't do it.
icons.
You want to show mine? No?
Yeah.
No, I'm sure. You want to show mine? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They got bigger.
Put her away.
They're moving.
See
They're in the
that?
right direction. No, but Chris D. Blasio on Showtime too, as well as Steven Espinoza. Thank you for letting us use the footage. We really appreciate it. It means a lot to us, and anything we can do in Cotton to help, let us know. But hey, we got to thank our sponsors. I want to thank Title Boxing
Yes.
for
Title.
looking out for us and keeping the show going. Thank you.
Don's on
Don Mova and Get Your Money Clothing out of Oxnard, California.
Get your money.
I want to thank them for all the sponsorship and everything and all the things.
Thank you, listeners, for listening
Yep.
and asking the questions and participating in everything.
Look at Virgil. Virgil Ortiz is watching. Take time out, guys, to wish Virgil and his son good luck. And he's a future world champion, and he's probably the best young prospect junior welterweight that I've seen.
I definitely agree big time on that.
And he supports the show, and we support him. And
Hey, Quest,
he supports us. Oh yeah, great people. Love you too, Amanda.
love you, Amanda.
Yeah, but
Hot baby.
she'll have her pants down when you say it. You say it. She'll be flicking that bean.
We love you too, Delilah.
Thank you, Buckle. But hey, good show, and we will see you next
Viking
week.
Herm, want to say goodbye real quick?
Yes, good show. We will see you guys.
Viking Herm, believe it or not, guys, I think we found the kryptonite for Viking Herm.
What is it?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
He's a Sandy.
I guess I'll pretend like it was hot, just so everyone else on the punchline feels better about themselves.
Well, what happened to your eyes?
I was cutting onions.
It
was like that onion or something.
Thank you, Esteban, and we appreciate. Thank you, Scott. Hey guys, we will see you next Tuesday. We're gonna have some pretty hardcore hitting stuff next week. We're also gonna have one of Kovalev's strength and conditioning coach, as well as Lomachenko's coach,
And many others.
and Cecilia Flores. We're having come in. Also, look for Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia coming soon.
Yes.
We will have Robert and Mikey.
Me, trained Cecilia was my personal
He
trainer.
was your trainer too. And to answer Anthony's questions about Wilder and Anthony, I got Wilder. Who do you got, Kelly?
Wilder.
We got
Signed
Wilder.
up from day one.
I had Anthony at first, but Anthony just has not impressed me.
James comes over to my side because he knows. He comes. That's twice now. That's good, man. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good when you do that.
Look at my peppers, Joe.
There you go.
He's in Ukraine. What
Why
is
is
this?
Explain. You how you say what you call the lifting weights?
Why is it? But hey guys, great show, and
We'll see you around like a donut.
we will see you Tuesday at 7. Make sure you share the show, subscribe, and like the show, because liking the show sends algorithms. It sends algorithms, and it puts the show ahead of other shows. So like it, subscribe, and share it. We're going to have some more giveaways coming soon, some more autograph giveaways, and some boxing equipment giveaways, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Misha. You rock, too. Also, I want to say for the Golovkin and Canelo fight, we have Gina Davis covering that for us. She's going to cover that fight, and we're going to be covering Porter and Garcia September 8th in Brooklyn.
Bye.
So, have a good weekend, guys. Bye.